My name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
And on this channel, I present you with the facts, give you my opinion on those facts, and if you like how I do that, please hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all, so you can get notifications every time I do one of these videos. Maybe you're new here, maybe you've been here before, but please
allow me to reintroduce myself.
I like to think of myself as a superhero, but the ghetto version. Like Batman, I'm Batman. I live in a fat cave, I drive a Batmobile, and I'm still that nigga. Today's video, as you can see on the screen, New York inmate was beaten to death by security guards, not security guards, but correctional officers that were supposed to be guarding him and making sure he was safe. They beat him to death, and I'm old school. I think they should get what they dole out. But let's get into the video. Enough of me talking.
Death of an inmate at a prison in New York after he was beaten by corrections officers. Today, New York's Attorney General released body cam video and called what happened shocking and disturbing. Here's Sam Brock, and a warning, this video is graphic.
Newly released shocking video shows these correctional officers fatally beating an inmate, Robert Brooks. The footage, blurred and redacted by state authorities, shows officers repeatedly kicking and punching Brooks in the legs and chest and trying to jam an object.
I mean, as you can see, they've been jumping on him, beating on him, punching on him, and trying to stick something in his mouth, right? And he ended up dying. I don't care who these officers is. I don't give a fuck who they mamas is. I don't give a fuck who they daddies is. But these dudes deserve to go out the same way they did him. It's funny, everybody loves the Bible, right? But they love certain parts of the Bible. The Bible say an eye for an eye. So these dudes should be beaten to death, just like he was, in front of their families, their kids, who are made to watch, because the world is watching this.
Down his throat. New York's Attorney General says Brooks was pronounced dead December 10th, a day after these interactions with correctional officers was recorded.
I do not take lightly the release of this video.
James says the video doesn't have audio because the officers involved failed to properly activate their body cameras. It begins with Brooks being carried inside, handcuffed, and face down.
So they just failed to activate their body cameras because they knew what they had in mind. They knew they was going to be roughing him up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care that they were fired. They should be immediately arrested. Like, you can call this in. If you're the DA and you home on break, you can call this in. This is clear cut a murder.
Then raised up, face bloodied, and punched in various parts of his body. Brooks was serving a 12-year sentence for stabbing his girlfriend. His attorney says his death is incomprehensible.
I was there with Mr. Brooks' son and his father and his brother. They all watched the video as well, and I think it was just the overwhelming shock. It was just felt so incomprehensible.
NBC News has not been able to reach attorneys for the 14 people under investigation, but the president for the Correction Officers Benevolent Association, adding in a sharply worded statement, the egregious and repugnant action of the officers who committed this heinous and fatal assault does not in any way reflect the values of the vast majority of correction officers, including my members.
13 personnel are currently...
Nah, bro, that's exactly how all your COs are, for the most part. A heavy majority part of your staff is like this. This is how inmates is treated around the world. This ain't isolated to a few guys. This is how they do it around the world.
Suspended without pay. Another has resigned as the investigation continues. And yet, Tom, there are still questions tonight about resigned as the investigation continues. And yet, Tom, there are
in any way reflect the values of the vast majority of correction officers, including my members.
13 personnel are currently suspended without pay. Another has resigned as the investigation continues. And yet, Tom, there are still questions tonight about what happened that led to the beating that we just saw. Tom.
Suspended without pay ain't enough for me. You should, like, that ain't enough for these people to be immediately fired. I hope these people have no friends. I hope these people have no family. You killed a person in the worst way. You beat him to death. That's slow. That takes time. It's painful. It ain't like a cop just shooting a person and they just gone at an instant. Y'all, like, prison ain't enough. Your mamas and daddies should go to prison because clearly they raised y'all wrong. And if y'all mamas and daddies is dead, like Lil Durk song says, dig them up and tell them to die again. That's how I feel about y'all. Like I said, everybody loves the Bible, but only certain parts. And the Bible says an eye for an eye. If I haven't met anybody in my lifetime who deserves an eye for an eye, it's these people.
Tom?
Sam Brock with that disturbing new video just released.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking.
And you can go on YouTube and look at the whole video. There's a 20-minute, 30-minute video. I didn't want to get into all of that because it's too long and it's a horrible video. And people seem to try to make excuses for the white cops. But if you like how I do what I do, please click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. If you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you. Salute. And if you're one of these haters and support activity like this, cut this shit. That part.